So as I'm recording this video, we are 100 days away from Resident Evil Requiem, and lately my mind has been thinking about a lot of things for this game, especially when it comes to one particular thing, and it actually has nothing to do with the game itself. I guess it does in a way, but anyways, it's about the marketing for this game. I ran a poll, I believe, last month sometime back, asking y'all how the marketing was, and a lot of people were remaining patient regarding the marketing. Maybe they were ramping something up and cooking up something major for us to finally be grasped into the game and be hyped about, but since then, there has been nothing. We are approaching 3 months left for this game to come out, and a lot of fans, and I mean a lot of them, are getting very upset, impatient, everything in that category, because there has been borderline nothing since Gamescom, or even when the embargo lifted, when people talked about the demo, which was at Summer Game Fest. And even then, they dropped 2 trailers that, I'm gonna be real with you, didn't reveal nothing crazy at all. You saw what the villain looked like. I wouldn't say he's the main villain just yet, but that was the biggest takeaway. And yes, we're gonna eventually see an Umbrella logo if we're going back to Raccoon City of all places. That's just what it is. And even the same demo they showed at Tokyo Game Show and the PlayStation Play event, and watching the full playthrough, I guess it only lasted around 20 minutes, it felt like. And it's funny because I thought it was going to be longer, so now we're in the middle of November, still with the same stuff, and there's only one event left, and I'm sure we all know what that is. A few days ago, I was thinking whether or not to complain or just let alone be patient for that event, because I have a very strong belief that this next reveal or whatever may have something to do with an event that involves Jeff Keighley, since his last 2 events had an RE9 reveal to them, so it makes sense if something happens there. And if it doesn't, then boy, get ready for a lot of complaints. And from what I saw today involving news about Requiem, it kind of makes the people that are complaining about the marketing feel justified, because the producer for the game announced that there will be no public demo. And it's strange because I'm pretty sure that every single RE engine game has one. Some have multiple, what makes this game so different for them to not want to release a demo, especially knowing that you showed one off and at certain locations in the world, you let people play it. Something just doesn't feel right to me when you can say it is a red flag, but my biggest question is, why? And they were focused on completing the game, and I went through some stuff that people said to figure out why this would be the case, and I saw what people said, of course, and it involved data miners leaking the game once demos release, and to me that kind of makes me respect what Capcom wants to do, because now with that information it makes me believe this particular thing, and you gotta hear me out on this. The entire marketing has been mysterious, awful, whatever you want to call it. They might reveal something at the Game Awards or even the RE showcase they have next year. RE8 spoiled Ethan's death, like data miners leaked it, or it was the data breach. I have no idea which one it was, and that's been the unfortunate case for, well, I'd say a lot of the RE games lately. And it makes me think this. There is something in this game that Capcom does not want to get spoiled, and it's the last thing they want. Big bombshell. I mean, obviously they don't want anything spoiled in a video game they haven't released yet, but again, hear me out. Some of y'all may think it's the reveal of a Raccoon City survivor and all that. I think it's something bigger. I believe there is going to be a certain moment in this game that is going to feel like a semi-truck ran us over. Whether if it has something to do with what happens to Grace, Raccoon City, Alyssa being revealed as the hag or whatever, or, dare I say, whoever that second protagonist could be. I think something major is going to happen that will absolutely destroy us, that Capcom is trying their absolute best to avoid it being spoiled. And if this is the approach, I'm fine with it, because the last thing I want is for this game to get spoiled for me. Again, RE Village spoilers here, but Ethan's death got leaked. What could possibly be so much more heavier than that? For you to want to release a demo and be essentially worried, which is completely fine by the way, about this game being leaked. That's all I'm going to say. I still have a strong sense of faith in this game being shown at the Game Awards, and in the game itself, obviously. We haven't even seen Grace shoot a gun yet, so I'm going to do my absolute best to remain patient about all this, and hopefully something happens to close out this year, and not to mention the 30th anniversary is next year, and this is the marketing for this game. What I'm trying to say is, I admire the people that are remaining patient about this game, and also understand where the people that are complaining are coming from, because it's tough, man. It's starting to hit for me personally how weird it is right now, but I'll still remain patient for the Game Awards. Hopefully something shows up. But anyways, now with no demo dropping and the lackluster marketing, let me know your thoughts. Are you going to remain patient involving the game? And what are your overall thoughts on the marketing? It's funny because I'm not even talking about the Lady D map thing, which I guess that could be for another video, but regardless, be sure to leave a like, hype this video up, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, or just anything Resident Evil. And as always, I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, and much love.